it's gone to a point where it's you can't ignore it. I mean, it's happening all over the place. Can't we all just get along? Is it really that hard?
Wait, you should look in the camera and say that.
Can't we all just get along, guys? I mean, come on. It's but
Yeah.
anyway, I think it's great that we're not only seeing it from public figures with platforms, but we're seeing it from big companies.
Yep.
You got Nike, you got Disney, you got Peloton, you got Versace, you got everyone making, statements in support of Asians in this country, and I think that's good to see. It's great to see Asian public figures speaking out about it. It would be, I think, what we need to see is a broader spectrum of people, maybe bringing more awareness and maybe coming together as a more cohesive unit and um, spreading the word. I think is obviously the biggest takeaway that we can do at this point. But I'm happy to see that it's starting to be covered a lot more than it was in the beginning, for sure.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you too about like just your hopes in general. I mean, both of us again being Hapa, which if for those of you who didn't tune into Ricky Whittle and Zach Long's episode, Hapa is a term used. I think it derived in Hawaii for people who have a half Asian descent. Essentially, it means half Asian Pacific American, right? But right, again, we seesaw on both sides. I've even considered, I was like, maybe we should stop Men of the Hour because I'm having so many Hapas on and start a show about Hapas. The best of both worlds is what I would call it. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I see. I see.
What are your hopes for the Asian community as a whole in terms of being more not just understood across the board? There's so much misunderstanding, and I cannot say this enough. If I was a political commentator, I would be talking about it, and I'd be inviting you to co-host it with me, because I think that people always, when I first moved to the U.S., Alex, people were like, "Do you speak Chinese?" And I was like, "I just told you I'm from Japan. Like I moved here from Japan. I don't speak Chinese." And anyway, so that's one, and then the other is just like people are, well, Asians are quiet. Asians don't really do much, and that's what happened during the racial injustice.
That's really the root of the problem. I think it's in Asian nature to kind of be more reserved and subdued and kind of, put your head down and try to just wiggle your way through it and not speak out. But I think that's really what it comes down to. I mean, it's just a cultural thing where, we're just more reserved. That's really what it is.